If you're willing to type at 150 WPM plus in 2025, this is exactly what you need to do. After this video, you'll learn the necessities, stepping stones, and why it is worth achieving this high speed. My current typing speed averages at around 160 to 170 words per minute for the 15 seconds monkey type test, and about 150 for the 1 minute. The average typing speed right now is currently about 40 to 55 words per minute, and what is considered already quite fast is above 75 words per minute. I left timestamps within the description so you can save time. Okay, let's get into the video topic. First, finding the right keyboard for yourself is extremely important. Many people have talked about this in the past, but since there's so many new kinds of keyboards nowadays, it is hard to choose. There are all kinds of keyboards which are either mechanical, membrane, or ergonomic. Each of these keyboards has a different build, feel, and switch type. Mechanical keyboards often have individual mechanical switches for each key. Most people probably already know about this. These keyboards are more tactile and responsive, but usually louder. A high quality mechanical keyboard could include the Keychron Q Pro series keyboards. Next, membrane keyboards use a single rubber membrane layer under the keys, which gives it the soft and quiet response. However, membrane keyboards are less tactile in comparison to the mechanical keyboards. A membrane keyboard could be the Logitech K380. Finally, ergonomic keyboards are shaped to reduce any kind of strain in our wrist or hands. These keyboards rather prioritizes the comfort and health, and an example can include the Sval Board. Our preferences of feel on keyboards are always different, so neither membrane or mechanical keyboards are better for each person. For now, try typing on any keyboard you have and find which keyboard you are the most comfortable with, not the keyboard you type the fastest on. This can reduce the risk of straining your hands or wrists whilst typing. The next thing you need to do to increase your speed in typing is improve your posture. I'm talking about the wrist and back posture. Make sure your back is straight, of course, as this can possibly make typing a lot easier for you. Next, the floating wrist posture is where you lift up your palms and wrists from resting on the keyboard. Having them pressed down will make it more difficult to type, resulting in a slower WPM value, since you have less flexibility. However, in the end, it will depend on your personal liking. My recommendation for you is to remove as much pressure as possible so you're able to freely move your hands around. This also builds onto the next step, using all 10 fingers. Currently, there are so many people who are using literally only 3 to 5 fingers for typing. If you want to increase your speed, you need to use as many fingers as possible, instead of moving your hands all over the place and increasing the chances of straining your hands. Using 10 fingers is simple. Learning about the home row keys. If you feel the bevel on your keyboards on the F and J key, using your index fingers and placing the rest of your fingers on the keys alongside, there, you have your home row keys. This not only utilizes all of the fingers, but also decreases the distance that your hand needs to travel to press each key. The amount that your typing speed could increase from this is massive. If you're willing to improve in your typing speed, I left the typing websites best for practicing and best for improvement later on in the video. Next, in order to improve efficiently, you actually have to have a good mindset. Be more patient with your own progress, and rather setting goals of going from 40 words per minute to 150 instantly, you should slowly try to build up 10 WPM each week. It took me a few months to be able to reach a speed that I currently type at. However, the entire time I was only practicing and not actually improving. How much do you think you could improve in just a few months of typing to actually improve rather than just practicing? Okay, here are the websites that are best for improving, and before you ask anything, this video is not sponsored. The best website that you could ever possibly use is Typing Club. Typing Club offers a variety of courses and hundreds of tutorials, diving deep into the home row keys of the keyboard. They have simplified all learning curves and also included videos so you will have no problem in trying to understand anything. This website alone has improved my typing speed by about 50 words per minute, and I haven't even finished the entire course. This website teaches you by giving you tons of practice for each individual key, and they make typing become really fun. Best of all, they do it all for free. Also, I included the links to these websites in the description below, so be sure to check each website out. Now, here are the best websites for actually practicing your speed, and keep in mind that all of these sites have been programmed or created for different purposes, either for improving your typing speed, having fun, or being really customizable and fancy. First is Monkey Type. Basically everyone knows about this site already. However, only practicing on this website will not be as effective. Only practice if you are just doing it for fun or testing your speed. Next, Nitro Type is another great option. Many also know about this site, but the best part about it is that you can race with friends and also get good practice. By testing you on proper sentences extracted from articles or books, you'll be able to get the hang of typing sentences much faster. Next, another typing site or keyboard tester, KBSIM, is only great for testing your speed, trying different switches, keyboards, and customizing the page itself. Because of how customizable it is, the sound quality is really good. You'll enjoy speed typing and practicing here just as much as you do with any other typing website, if not more. Finally, the best website you could choose, not for fun, but for practicing and improvement, would be typelit.io. This website is literally straight up typing essays. With all the punctuation and sentences, practicing on this website is the best if you want to improve and are dedicated. Here are my recommendations. Like I said before, typelit.io is awesome for improvement if you're dedicated, and MonkeyType and KBSIM are good for people who want to have a little bit of fun and love keyboards and customizations whilst being simple and minimalistic. Finally, NitroType is good for those who like or are willing to grind with friends whilst gaining experience and improving in typing. Building on, these are all the things that I use to achieve my current typing speed. I'm more of a casual guy who likes typing, so I would grind on MonkeyType or KBSIM. However, my foundation of achieving the speed was originally Typing Club. The keyboard that I used was just my laptop keyboard. I switched laptops multiple times in the past 2 years, going from Chromebook to Windows to the MacBook M4 Pro. Yes, I switched using 3 different OSs in 2 years, and we don't talk about that. Okay, now here are some tips or a summary of other advices I've given you throughout the video. First, make sure that you are really setting small goals such as improving by 10 words per minute gradually. Second, do touch typing, as this will not only utilize all of your 10 fingers, but also help you type much faster as it prevents you from having to look at 2 areas at once. Third, always go for what suits you. Don't use another keyboard just because your friend does. You do you. And finally, fourth, remember to focus on your accuracy first, getting 100%, and start increasing your speed gradually from there. Okay, anyways, here are some of the most frequently asked questions. This first one is the most common. Why type at such a high speed? To all of you out there, typing fast actually helps you to save so much more time, especially when you are taking notes or having to quickly finish any kind of work. Typing can come in so handy in many situations, especially after the large increase in technology. The next question is, how do I overcome typing fatigue? Typing fatigue generally just comes from typing for way too long or being stressful during typing tests or just tensing your hands up too much. To prevent it, first of all, make sure that keeping your hands relaxed turns into a habit. Once it is a habit, give yourself some time to rest your hands and don't type too much. It will cause straining, which will also make it difficult to move them freely. Another method, which is more on the unlikely side, and if your hands are straining often, is to completely switch to an ergonomic keyboard, as their purpose is to prevent these fatigues. Finally, the last FAQ is, can typing too fast lead to mistakes? The answer to that is yes and no. If you're typing fast, that means you should not be making any mistakes. If you want to type fast, you need to build up from accuracy first, then the speed will come later, as I mentioned before. If you follow all the guides, methods, whatever you call it, that I've shown or talked about in this video, you will eventually be able to type at 150 WPM. Be sure to drop a sub and stay notified for future updates to help yourselves become more productive and organized. See you next time.